Mami a friend Sophia Akuffo, former Chief Justice, Odinsembi about to do right now. I resign from a Council of State members. Abusuya eno any project say at the actual screen no and chain at the amount of former Chief Justice Sophia Akuffo resigns from her position as member of the Council of State. Abusuya say mobeka ya mami we pressure ekon so Emma Solomon Usu ebe born a chia or say na there is some a state lands there. Or no, during the time as Chief Justice, no, allegedly, mama, no, a choir of us, so a toss as state lands, no, Obia, Edino, or more auntie, I say, and Obagana Hanswa, Mammy way, Essanso, a choir picketing be, timer, Keno Foriata, as a finance minister, no, or Dada or teaching Ghana for, Embrewa for, Papam paying for, and sap, a banking sector cleaner be a course or mokoye picketing. Keno Foriata etse or Mami way LD Emma Mokoye sa picketing. Nene Mami way as Council of State no or say wa resign own to me enye na dwuma bi na mrebi or the sembi abetu da na eye against NDC government na Mami way yamfa ne ho anche no no ene waba say ono as Council of State member no wa resign e dey free ni position a abusuan enye asem ketwa kra ensem bi e koso black rasta e dey ne ho nsem e betu dwa e fa ni issue bi ho mama yanko na yankonkotie ensem a e koso e wo political highway ni so Solomon Owusu ne nsem a odi tu dwa a oka asem a mi wei ono on there on believing as a Chief Justice and also eka ho bi mama yanko na yankonkotie ensem a e koso on subscribe ya subscribe na hit on the notification bell so na be any updates bia ya be drop in one so one sa ebe to me akabena abusuya ansa na ya be kono Ghana ha say open computer papa and as laptop papa na we use ya bora eye perosi computers and accessories ho and obenya high quality laptop na why then we using the location enye irapan kwa o Kumasi Buokrum Estate a live friend number ya eguzu 0247030108 and I say 0597942133 o friend number screen na we nya perosia 0540882824 abusuya omi yanko na yankonkoti ensema ekoso medamase.
Former Chief Justice Sophia Akuffo has resigned from the Council of State, ending her role on President Mahama's top advisory body, after becoming the central figure in the controversial removal of former Chief Justice Gertrude Tokonu. Sources tell Joy News she submitted her resignation letter last year and has not attended council meetings since. More in this News Desk report.
Sophia Akuffo, who led the judiciary from 2017 to 2020, is understood to have submitted her resignation last year. She has not attended any Council of State meetings since then. Neither Sophia Akuffo nor the presidency has commented on the development. The circumstances surrounding her decision have not been publicly disclosed. Her exit, however, follows a turbulent period during which she became a central figure in one of Ghana's most consequential judicial crises, when the Council of State voted in April 2025 on whether a prima facie case had been established against the then Chief Justice Gertrude Tokonu. 30 out of 31 members voted in favor. Sophia Akuffo was the sole abstention, though the reasons for her decision was not publicly disclosed at the time. Sophia Akuffo is one of Ghana's most respected jurists, having served on the Supreme Court for over 2 decades before becoming the country's 13th Chief Justice. She was only the second woman to hold the position after Justice Regina Theodora Wood.
Joshua, if I were the former Chief Justice of Akuffo, I would have resigned as a Council of State member this morning.
Why?
She has lost every credibility she had before me. She has lost everything. You know, what she did yesterday was what we call solidarity. Yes, she knows the embattled Chief Justice in 3 fronts. First of all, she's a woman. She's also a woman. They all both attended Wesley Girls Secondary School. They both have occupied the Chief Justice position before. That was the only reason she did what she did yesterday.
Why? She didn't have basis for
what basis? You, on the matter of procurement alone, she single-handedly determined the prima facie case using the same Article 146. And we were in this country in 2017, somewhere July. She, through the Judicial Secretary, warned every Ghanaian that should you dare comment about what the committee were doing about Charlotte Oche's case, we all be in prison. This former Chief Justice told us that. What is so trivial about traveling with your husband and daughter when they are not supposed to be part of it, and giving them per diem. You and I are tax revenue. Someone who is supposed to know. She does this and you say, oh, it's trivia. What are you talking about? I will call on the state security agencies to begin to go and investigate her time as the Chief Justice. Because it means she did worse. If she finds all these things are trivialities. It's a serious crime. If you are the Chief Justice, someone that can imprison someone, your bar is so high. What about the Francis Badin issue? Injustice question matter. That the Deputy Director of ICT, you accused him wrongly that he had tampered with evidence. You set up a committee. When the committee went into the matter, they realized that nothing of that sort had happened and recommended the reinstatement of the gentleman. While you flattered the recommendation from the committee, you sent this gentleman all the way to Tamale to be in charge of court processes, something that he has no clue. Go and ask Fosuji Abo, that lawyer, and a lot of judges how she transferred them. Hey, things have happened. So you should allow us to live in peace.
Okay.
As for Sophia Akuffo, I've said the baby boomers in this country are a problem. You know the baby boomers, those that were born in the 1940s. They had everything cheap. At the university, they were even fed. They said they would go on demonstration because they were having too much chicken. They had everything cheap, but they had destroyed. If the former Chief Justice of Akuffo wants me to take her serious and to see her as an honest person, she must return the land that she bought for 7,000 at Cantonments. As a value, I'm scandalized. Who buy land at 7,000 and still claim that she's honest? No, they should leave the youth, those of us that they have destroyed our lives, to be living sheepishly, to go away in peace.
Okay. Why Sophia Akuffo is convinced Ibrahim Mahama et al. Best to take over their minds. Now, Sophia Akuffo is somebody almost every Ghanaian knows. Have you seen her before? Have you seen her talk before? This is Sophia Akuffo. My brother, my sister, she was a Chief Justice at a point, correct? She is very studious and learned, correct? This is Sophia Akuffo. In fact, she served as the Chief Justice of Ghana. And many connoisseurs of the game applaud her a lot and hold her in high esteem, even up till now, even while in retirement. To those who do not know this pretty lady, let me run you a dossier so you get to know exactly who she is. Run the dossier. This is Sophia Akuffo. She was originally born Sophia Abena Boafua Akuffo, and is a distinguished Ghanaian jurist who served as the 13th Chief Justice of Ghana from 2017 all the way down to 2019. In February 2025, she was appointed to the 9th Council of State by President John Dramani Mahama. Interesting. Look, she worked so hard and served Ghana to the point that Mahama drew her out of retirement and said, hey, there's still a lot to have from you. You might not agree with her every time, but that is just human. She was born on December 20, 1949 in Ekopong, Ekwapim, in the Eastern region, to a Presbyterian minister. In fact, she attended Parliament Hill School in London and Wesley Girls High School in Cape Coast. She obtained her Bachelor of Laws, LLB, from the University of Ghana and a Master of Laws, LLM, from Harvard Law School. She qualified as a barrister in 1975. I was only 1 year old. And trained under Nana Akuffo-Addo at the firm Prempe Akuffo-Addo and Co. And she rose like a column of mercury in the mercury thermometer on heat. she served as a justice of the Supreme Court for over 24 solid years, following her appointment by President Jerry Rawlings in November 1995. And then she became Chief Justice in 2017, nominated by President Nana Addo Akuffo. She oversaw reforms such as the introduction of weekend and bank holiday court sittings for urgent cases. What a revolutionary woman. Hey! Now, one of the pioneering judges of the courts, the African Court on Human Rights and People's Rights. In 2006, she became one of the pioneering judges of this court. And she served as vice president from 2008 to 2012 and became its first female president in 2012. So you see, she is hot on the heels of achievements. Before her judicial elevation, she held legal leadership roles at Ghana Airways Corporation and Mobil Oil Ghana Limited. And then she retired. She was appointed by President Akuffo in 2020 to chair the fund during the pandemic. What fund was that? The COVID-19 National Trust Fund. She served as the chairperson of the Governing Council of the University of Ghana. And then she is now a member of the Council of State. Yes, from February 2025, as an ex-official member representing former Chief Justices to advise the President on national governance. This is the woman we are talking about. In fact, last week we brought you a story about gold fields leaving their mine in April the 18th, correct? They are going. They should have left a year ago, but they spoke to the president and the people of Ghana. You know what? We have worked with you for so long, and we were expecting that you will renew. Now that you are not renewing, opting for local ownership or engagement, please give us one more year to pack bag and baggage and go. This is the Damai mines. It's rich in gold, like El Dorado. My brother, my sister. And now, Ibrahim Mahama and his E&P engineers and planners are looking for the Damai mines. They worked with the gold fields for so many years. The gold fields itself has endorsed engineers and planners. And it looks like engineers and planners would finally inherit Damai mines. But of course, the bidding is opened. 2 more have joined, and we told you about them. BMC, and of course, Vortex. Now, Madame Akuffo, former CJ, has spoken and is captured in the news. What are the headlines saying? What are the headlines screaming? My brother, my sister, watch this. And this is from Joy Online. It says, E&P takeover of Damai mines. Let's have more Ghanaian companies come into the picture. And that is Sophia Akuffo talking. And this was published today at 2:15 p.m. Run it, my youth. She was speaking at the IEA. And this was how she was dressed. Now, a former Chief Justice, Sophia Akuffo, has expressed support for significant local participation in Ghana's mining and extractive sectors. Responding to questions on the takeover of the Damai Goldfields concession and Azuma mines by engineers and planners, a local mining firm, Madame Akuffo argued that encouraging Ghanaian participation in mining and other attractive sectors is a move towards economic sovereignty. That's it away. That's all I'm interested in. Madam Akuffo says, listen, he restores what? National sovereignty. It means proper economic independence. And we all agree. Now, she was there to talk about mining royalties increased. They used to give us 2%, 1%, highest 5%. Now the John Dramani Mahama government is demanding 12% plus. And America is against that. Remember, we told you this. America doesn't like it. Canada doesn't like it. Japan doesn't like it. China doesn't like it. They want to continue milking the nation. And Mahama says, no. You have to give us 12% and more before we allow you to mine in our country. My brother, now we are going to have local miners. Do you know what that means? And part of the bidding as a requirement is that you should be able to raise at least 1 billion American dollars. 1 billion. Do you know how much money that is? Don't try to even convert it into Ghana city. The zeros will go from here to Timbuktu. My brother, my sister, you must have that. And as it stands right now, amongst those who are bidding so far, Ibrahim Mahama seems to have that capacity. He just donated 5 million American dollars to the Black Stars. He has planes that are flying in the name of private planes. Ibrahim Mahama and his E&P, planners and engineers, are the biggest when it comes to mining in the whole of West Africa. Now, when all these miners come, the gold fields and all those people, once they come here, they all fall on E&P for equipment, local equipment, and manpower. I am excited that I am not standing alone. Many Ghanaians are excited about this. Which other Ghanaians are supporting this? Former CJ, Madam Sophia Akuffo. She says we need to have more Ghanaians. Open the bid up so more Ghanaians can come inside. But as it stands right now, the long shot is at sight. It looks like Ibrahim Mahama and his E&P are the best shot. But I'm glad that the president did not do soul sourcing. I am glad that nobody's hands are twisted. The bidding has been opened. Who are those who are interested? These are the requirements. 1 billion. After that, demonstrate that you have the experience and capacity to deal with this. And Ibrahim Mahama was even tutoring, can I break it down? Teaching gold fields how to scale some problems at Damai. Remember, we told you about the tailings. And we told you how he said he was going to be able to navigate the problem of the tailings and be able to enter into the mines and pluck out the gold. And when Goldfields realized that, oh, he had this great idea, they decided to pussyfoot on the idea of not renewing. And before they realized, it was too late for them to renew. Now, I am excited, but the caution is still here. Ibrahim Mahama, the same thing that I told President Mahama before he became president for the second time. You have the rare opportunity after so many years to have a Ghanaian be in charge of our own mine. It is time to tell a story that will encourage the nation to give this to more Ghanaians so that we will scale the problem of foreigners coming into our country pretending to be investors and entrepreneurs, but rather milking us and pushing us closer to colonialism and even slavery. Ibrahim Mahama dealing with that mind. Anytime he's pouring cyanide into the tailings, he knows that to go into the sea, at least if he doesn't have a family member close to the Damai mines, he knows that rivers can join and go all the way to Salaga, to Bole, to Koforidua, and other places where he might have family members. The Chinese man is from Guangzhou, Beijing. There is no Qinghen in Ghana, no Tai Chi in Ghana. When he comes, he doesn't care where the cyanide goes. The Indian man, Ramallah Bangzi, is from India, Bombay. He's here. Maharaj, Gujarat. He is here. Where the cyanide is going will not reach Bombay. He might not even care. But Ibrahim Mahama, as a Ghanaian, and any other Ghanaian who might be picked up to do this, know that if they don't have a family member in Koforidua, there certainly will be one in Accra or the nearest village. So they would treat the country better from the heart. And the nation can now even bargain better with our own people, more than the King Kongs that came into our land and called the shots. After all, we're hungry and we didn't have the know-how. Now we do. In fact, the future of local mining by miners and entrepreneurs would depend on E&P putting up a good fight and doing better. How many people agree? It's the black pot, aka Kokoshonomo. And here we speak truth to power.
Okay, abusuya we ne ensema ekoso ewo political highway so Solomon Osu ene Black Rasta ena yete omonka se omode maame ni ensem etuja enye asam kitoko. Bedamase samoje pene kokoti sa ensem we edema.